Hello and welcome to today's live session with myself, Psychic Carla, here on Inside Time. Yes, boundaries seems to be a very pertinent topic at the moment. Stepping into your power, activating the solar plexus, can be a process of ending lots of relationships, the energy I have been working with recently. A lot of inner child work, a lot of ancestral work, integrating new information, accessing different energy, acknowledging that not everything we are programmed to perceive as a setback is a setback. Often it's actually quite a profound blessing. And if we can allow ourselves to see the blessing in what we've been taught to label as a setback, the sooner it will be really made visible or evident to us. And yes, boundaries seems to be a very pertinent topic at the moment. And I think really what I have been reflecting on around boundaries and boundary setting is, firstly, we have to recognize our self-worth at a very deep, fundamental level. And it's one thing to intellectually acknowledge, okay, yes, I am worthy, right? I'm connected to divine source energy, pure love divine, right? I'm sacred. So is everyone else, of course. It's all sacred. We are sacred. Yet, do we allow ourselves to be treated that way? And I think it's a very fundamental thing that we teach people how to treat us. We train people how to treat us. And of course, if we've allowed ourselves to be doormats over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, if we suddenly no longer allow someone to treat us in that way, they can actually feel violently offended because you've taken something away from them, right? And you have taken something away from them. And there can often be this like very challenging ripple effect that happens after a boundary is set. And often, not always, right? It just depends on the level of willingness of the person you're working with here. Because there are people who will sit, listen to your boundary, self-reflect, put themselves in your shoes, think about how they want to be treated as well, and then walk away and be like, or come back after some reflection and be like, hey, yeah, like let's work on that. I'd like to shift that narrative as well. And that's wonderful if you have that kind of dynamic. But a lot of the time, people are not going to meet you there. And in those cases, you actually have to say goodbye. And that can mean that stepping into your power, activating the solar plexus, can be a process of ending lots of relationships, triggering a lot of people, being very triggered, navigating some challenging conversations, and then in many cases needing to walk away from certain relationships. And all of that is part of the process of acknowledging that you are divine, acknowledging what it is you deserve, acknowledging how it is that you now accept people to treat you, and therefore how you treat yourself. And I think this is another layer, is like we can't really expect people to treat us as sacred divine beings if we're not even treating ourselves as sacred divine beings, right? It really starts with the self-love. When someone invites you out, and it might even be like, it sounds like a great opportunity, but you're tired and you actually just need rest. And if you think about, like, what are my priorities right now? Okay, I'm trying to focus on this project, I'm trying to do some self-healing, and you know what, I just want to get lots of rest. Like, if those are your 3 top priorities right now, but someone invites you out this weekend and you're just tired, but you're like, oh, but it's a great opportunity, like, I've got free tickets and there's going to be cool people and I'll probably meet someone famous. Like, what do you choose? Right? And of course, there may be times where you're like, okay, actually, I feel this energy and I feel that surge through me, but sometimes you just got to say no thank you. And there doesn't even need to be an explanation. And I think when we realize that no or no thank you is a full sentence, that we don't need to justify our decisions to other people, that's another layer of knowing that you've stepped into that power. So, you know, I really believe in energy work. I believe in the beings. I believe we can do some solar plexus activation here, but I also think that that's only one part, right? That's only one part of the journey. How you take information and energy and integrate it into your life on a daily basis, how you choose to respond differently in situations that you've been in the same cycle over and over and it's not been working. Like, that is a very big part of the work. That's a big part of spirituality. And so these really are the themes for me that are coming up around the collective, around my own personal work, in my one-on-one clients. And yeah, it's feeling very, very pertinent and necessary and important. So in today's session, I would like to work with really bringing some beautiful energy into that solar plexus. We're probably going to work a little bit with some self-worth affirmation, really seeing ourselves in a divine light. But again, what you do with that energy, how you decide to carry yourself tomorrow, today, tonight, how you decide to honor how you're feeling, whether you stick with your true authenticity, right? Solar plexus is all about authenticity, like authentically, what do I really feel right now? What is really the best thing for me right now in this moment? And then really, really being your own protector, right? If you need rest, or if you are really focused on trying to finish writing that book, or if you're wanting to start a new routine and get up and go to gym at 5 a.m. every morning, and you're like, I'm not going out during the week anymore. You've got to make those decisions over and over, even when temptation comes flirting. You got to make those decisions that is really true and authentic with your priorities, with what you're creating in this world, and with your physical, mental, and emotional well-being as an entity. Alright, beautiful souls, so here is inviting you to find your comfortable seat, or if you prefer, you might lie down flat on your back. What's most important is that you're comfortable and that you're able to make a lovely straight spine. And just inviting you to become aware of the flow of your breath, moving in and out of the shores of your body. Soothing like the waves of the ocean. And just invite that breath to slow and deepen. And if any thoughts intrude your peace, just greet them gently and allow them to pass on by, as if you are merely an observer, sitting on the banks of the stream of thoughts moving past. Just allowing that chatter, that sound, that bubbling of the river to become soothing, to become like anchors into the present moment. Anchors for peace. Anchors for acceptance. And just becoming aware of the weight of the body on the ground. And just working with whoever your teams and spirits are. Your guides who work in alignment with love, the blue team, God or Goddess, and the ancient healed ancestors if it resonates. And just asking those powerful teams to surround you with their protection. And as you breathe in, imagine cleansing energy moving through the body, cleansing the entire being, the aura, the energy field, and the space surrounding the body. You might imagine rainbow swirling light moving around you. And just simply declare yourself safe in this moment. And I'd just like for you to bring your attention to that space where the solar plexus resides. Some schools of thought teach that it's over the belly button. Some say it's just above the belly button. And some place it in that solar plexus region, or the space where the ribs meet and the diaphragm muscle exists. And there is no right or wrong here. Just feel where your power lies. Where does it sit for you? And imagine as you breathe that cleansing breath, that the breath goes directly into that space. And you might imagine a swirling vortex of energy, a cone-like vortex of energy, opening up in the front and the back of that space. You might see this as yellow or golden, or any other color that resonates for you. And you might imagine the energy of the sun, of sunlight, awakening this power, this confidence, this sense of self-knowing. And for just a moment, you might invite yourself to contemplate any areas in your life where you can simply say no. Perhaps you might ask yourself, what are my true priorities? You might allow yourself to say a few affirmations here. I am powerful. I claim my power. I am easily focused. I know what I'm creating. I am a powerful leader. It is easy to to set boundaries in alignment with my priorities. I believe in me. I am worthy. I allow myself to take up space. And just take a few moments to thank the beings who have come to hold the space. Allow yourself to become aware of the body on the ground again. And very slowly and gently coming back into the space. And maybe you'll just take a few circles, warming through those hips, awakening that spine. And give yourself a hug. Blessings and love. You are the power. Yes, thank you, darlings. Hit subscribe.